What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the New Balance 2002R in this Nightwatch green colorway. So these 2002Rs is part of the Higher Learning or Suede pack, which released alongside 3 other colorways in the entire collection. This one in my hand is officially called the Nightwatch Green and Black Emerald colorway, and the style code is M2002RHB. This pair has been trickling into shops throughout the past few months, and more recently here in Canada, a lot of our shops got a brand new restock, including shops like The Closet Inc., so that's how I managed to grab this pair. So for those who haven't heard of The Closet Inc. before, they're an independently owned and operated boutique located right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. And more recently, they've started to get a lot of New Balance sneakers as well, so be sure to check out their website, their social media, all that good stuff. I'll add a link down below in the description box. So this shoe, just like all the other 2002Rs, is not a made in USA or a made in UK New Balance, but the quality overall is pretty decent. This one specifically is made in Vietnam, and just like all the other pairs in this collection, it's primarily constructed out of a combination of mesh and pigskin suede. So diving straight into the details, the base layer of the shoe on the toe box, this is covered in this green colored mesh. We have this reflective 3M hit with the New Balance N logo embroidered on top and a small sliver on the medial edge. And overlaid on either side, we have this dark gray colored nubuck. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this green colored suede, and that same green suede covers the entire mid panel of the shoe as well. And you'll notice that the top 2 eyelets are constructed out of a dark green colored TPU. Stitched on top of the mid panel, we have the New Balance N logo, which is constructed out of this reflective silver 3M material with a secondary layer of white leather underneath. And then moving downwards, you'll see we have more of that green mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box. We have this nubuck overlay underneath this with 2002R branding found on the lateral side only, and we have more green suede surrounding the back of the shoe. On the bottom, you'll see this suede here is perforated, and above this we have this triangular cutout revealing this green colored chenille patch with the New Balance logo embroidered in white, and the top of the heel is covered in a very soft white colored leather. As for the laces, so these only come with one lace option, and they're just your standard flat style lace in this cream or off-white color. Underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue is constructed out of that same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box. We have this dark green nubuck overlay on top, and the very top of the tongue is covered in green suede, and once again we have this oval shaped cutout with this chenille patch and the New Balance logo. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe is decently well padded, and it's covered in this dark gray, almost black colored textile. As for the insoles, these come with a very well padded foam insole. It's finished with this white colored fabric on top, and we have New Balance running branding stamped on the heel. So the upper of the 2002R sits atop this midsole, which is constructed out of a combination of Absorb and Absorb SBS technology. For the most part, this midsole is painted in this off-white or cream color, and in addition, they also incorporate New Balance's energy technology, and this is visible with these gel-like pillars found on the lateral side of the heel, and this is there for impact protection and shock absorption. And then finally, turning the shoe over to the bottom, so this is your standard 2002R outsole. This is constructed out of a black colored rubber. We have this diamond shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these slits on the forefoot to give you added flexibility. And in the middle, we have this cream colored TPU shank plate, which is what New Balance calls their stability web technology, and this helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, how do these fit? And I'd say that overall these fit like most of my other 2002Rs, so I'd recommend sticking true to size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I almost always go with a size 10 in the 2002R. And just to give you guys a point of reference, I also go true to size in other New Balance silhouettes like the 997, the 990 V2 because of its more narrow toe box, along with a lot of made in UK models like most of my 991s, the 1500 and the 1530. And in comparison, I go a half size down to a 9.5 in other New Balance silhouettes like the 992, the 990 V3, V4, V5, and a lot of my 550s as well. Moving on to the comfort, so the 2002R, as I've said in all my reviews in my channel so far, is one of my favorite New Balance shoes when it comes to comfort. I like how it feels very well balanced, so there's definitely a lot of softness and squishiness underfoot, but at the same time it's not overly soft and mushy, and it gives you a ton of support and structure as well. So this is one of those shoes that I can wear if I'm going on vacation, for example, or if I'm just going to be spending a whole day walking around and standing on my feet. Keep in mind your personal preference may vary, but this is just my opinion and I really like the comfort on these pairs. This specific version though, compared to some of my other 2002Rs, it definitely feels a bit more padded and it just feels more of a heavy duty version with all the suede overlays. So keep that in mind if you guys decide to wear this pair in the summer. Finally, from an overall quality and craftsmanship standpoint, like I mentioned earlier, this is a made in Vietnam New Balance, but I gotta say, the material quality was very, very solid. I really thought the suede felt very nice to the touch, the nubucks as well, and the overall build and construction I really had no issues with at all. I thought it was very well put together and the quality of materials was solid. So especially for the price point you're paying, I think you're definitely getting your money's worth. So with all that out of the way now, let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look. Of the 4 pairs in the suede pack or higher learning pack, I think New Balance did a really good job on the color choices of all 4. But I gotta say, in terms of ranking them, this one's probably gonna come in at number 3, with the Black Fig being my favorite and the Deep Ocean coming in at number 2. I just like how those two have a bit more of a worn in and sort of vintage feel to them, whereas this one is more of a straight up green suede, and it doesn't really have as much of that distressed sort of feel to it. But if you're looking for a very green looking sneaker, then this is definitely a very solid option. To me, it kind of gives off a bit of those Jown vibes, if you will, and we all know how popular natural looking tones are these days, and I think the shade of green can fit in with that trend seamlessly. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Nightwatch Green New Balance 2002R. What are your overall thoughts on this specific colorway? And for anyone watching, did you grab a pair for yourself or did you pass? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on my Instagram account at esco8, check me out on Twitter as well at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Another shout out goes out to The Closet Inc., and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.